Okay, hi, I'm Sangeeta Wij. I'm a civil and structural engineer with 29 years of experience, mainly as a building consultant. We've done all kinds of projects, be it railway stations, metro stations, some airports, hospitals, in fact, a large number of hospitals, schools, colleges, stadium, swimming pool, and so on. And also a lot of industries, a large number of pharmaceutical plants, cement plants, and we've recently done one rail coach factory which is really big, and it is spread over 15 lakh square feet of area. And we've done a heavy transformer manufacturing unit in South India. And I am presently the managing director of Prime SD Engineering Consultants, which is a turnkey consultancy provider. We have architects, we have structural engineers, PHE engineers who do water supply, drainage, and rainwater harvesting. We have architects, electrical engineers, air conditioning guys, and what we like to do is a complete solution. If you have a project, you come to us and we do the whole project for you. But sometimes we do only services or we do only structures depending on the client, the way he wants us to work. But we prefer doing a whole solution, but we end up doing part solutions also sometimes. We work with architects, we work with other companies, and my experience in this industry has been really rewarding and very satisfying. At the end of my 29 years journey, I feel happy that I'm a civil engineer and I quite like what I do. In fact, I love what I do. And even if I'm working late hours, it doesn't hurt because this is something I can easily identify with. And young women, I would like to tell them to become civil engineers. It's a lovely place to work, lovely thing to be an engineer, because when you create something and you see the project coming up, and when you see the project completed, it gives you so much pleasure, so much professional satisfaction, which is beyond words. Words are not adequate to describe that feeling that you've created something so wonderful and it works so well, and it looks good and is functional. So it is very satisfying. I think young engineers should not hesitate, because I don't think it's a difficult field to be in. You have to be focused, you have to work hard, and you have to keep studying, keep reading a lot. But ultimately, it's very good, it's very satisfying. And as a woman engineer, initially when I started out, I did have some difficulty in establishing my credentials, because as a structural engineer, this has been a lonely journey as a woman. There are not many women in India who are still, you can count them on fingertips. But once people realize that you mean business, it's not been difficult. Initially, yes, you have to work hard, you have to prove to them that you're better and no less than your male counterparts. But then people start realizing your potential and they start respecting you for what you are. Essentially, your work actually helps you. The quality of your work helps you earn that kind of respect in the profession. So you have to stay focused and you have to work hard. There's no shortcut. And I feel very satisfied that in such an old time where women were not becoming engineers, it was not considered a done thing. I think, left my footprints or left my mark or left my stamp as a women engineer, and A lot of people know me in India. It feels good, and I have made lots and lots of friends in my fraternity, in my structural engineering field, in my consultancy field, and I think I have earned my share of recognition and respect, and I'm happy to be what I am. And of course, my job has given me plenty of opportunities to travel, and I've been associated with WFEO and FIDIC, and I think that's been a wonderful thing because I've been to Canada, been to Australia, been to Europe, US, Malaysia, China, and I've been almost everywhere where I wanted to be. So I think it's been a good experience. I don't have any regrets at all. Now, I feel somehow that engineers need to, at least if it comes to pointing out my own drawback, I think I'm not very good in money matters. I have not been able to manage the finances very well, and that is a handicap that engineering entrepreneurs must overcome. My advice to young lady engineers or young engineers venturing out to be entrepreneurs is that they should do a project, proper feasibility of whatever they are trying to do a cost benefit analysis, plan their funds accordingly, and keep track of money. Every month or every 2 months, they should sit down, take out some time from their work, and see whether they are headed in the right direction or not. See, I had my own consulting firm, which eventually I lost to my partners because I was not a good money manager, and I really, that is the only regret that I have in my life, that I could not sustain or make it more profitable as my partners wanted. And I was not very conscious of the finances. I was not very aware of the legalities, the legal aspects of my work, and the financials, the commercial things, the taxes, the investments, the other things. So I feel that if an engineer is willing to venture out as an entrepreneur, wants to own his or her own company, he should be aware. He should know the accounting the way it should be done, and he should have a clear-cut, well-defined path where you want to see yourself or your company after 3 years, and after 4 years, and after 5 years, and work accordingly. Where I committed a mistake was that I kept on working hard. I was working sometimes even 20 hours a day, and we worked and worked and worked, but didn't realize that we were not making enough money to sustain. And after 3 years, I lost my company. But I don't want other people to make the same mistakes. So what I would want to caution you is that if you want to venture into your own business or your own enterprise, please go ahead, but plan well. And all the best. I think it's a wonderful place to be in. Civil engineering is wonderful, or engineering is wonderful. It's a really nice profession for girls. That's it. My next challenge, I have just joined here as a managing director of a new consulting firm which is less than a year old. So my next challenge is to make this profitable, take it to at least 100 million target that I've set up in the next 3 years. That is 10 crores consultancy at least. So that is my challenge, and that is where I'm working hard to get enough business to build a good team and keep them motivated so they don't run away, and get the best computers, get the best softwares for them, get them the training so that they have the capacity built to handle large assignments, so that I can achieve that target, my company can achieve the target. of 100 millions in 3 years. Thank you very much and all the best.